Hi everyone, I hope you're well. So here we are going to enter the layout of a model in Microsoft Excel. We're going to use mathematical operations and we're going to copy formula using relative copying, and then we're also going to display the formula. So we should load Microsoft Excel and we just put in all of the data exactly like it is there. So we put in product, we say September, October, November, and December, and then total, and we say lawn rake, spade, large. You get the idea. So you will put in all of that information in there. For the video's sake, I have already made a table looking like this. So I've only put in all of the information in there, but we still need to make all of this boldened, and we also need to make sure that this column is the right width. And you do that by, if you see that arrow over there, usually it means you can drag this thing around, but you can just double click and then it makes it like that automatically. And then we just select all of these headings and we bolden them, so you can see they're boldened, and you can see these widths of these columns are not very wide. So again, double click, double click, double click, and double click. The total seems to be normal standard size, and that is all we had to do for number one. Now I want you to get into the habit of, for each question, you show your proof. So I'm going to open Word and I'm going to write all my steps in here. So I need to put in a proof. So mine looks like this now. So on your keyboard, you're going to press print screen. So press print screen. Okay, so I'm just going to put it here and I press print screen. Okay, print screen has been pressed. So this you'll have a button like this on your keyboard. Then you go into Microsoft Word and you can press paste, or you can press Control and V. I pasted it in the wrong place, but Control and V. Okay, so you can do that on your keyboard as well. Then, okay, I have this keyboard in my screenshot now, but then you can crop this by clicking on crop, or you can crop this by clicking on crop there. Then you just make sure you show everything that you have done so far. So we just want that for now. So you just put in your crop there. We just make this big so that I can see all the numbers. So now we have answered question number one. Perfect. Enter the function equals sum b2 colon e2 in cell F2 like this. Okay, so I'm just going to close this, and then we open our Excel and we type in sum b2 till e2. Okay, and then we close that, and don't press enter yet, and press print screen and paste that in there. If for some reason you accidentally press enter, then I will show you now how you can see the formula. So there we can see I have my sum b2 e2. So let's say you accidentally press the formula, then if you click in the cell in there, like everywhere you click here, you see there's nothing there, but if you click in here, you can see there's a sum there. So then you take a screenshot of that, and then you can just paste it in there so that I can see. So then you'll, when you crop, you'll just add in that sum over there. So either way, I would just like to see that it's in that cell. So if you did not press enter, then you are fine. And yes, so now we have the sum of all of this. So if you want to make double sure, you can select all of them, and then over here you can see the sum of the selected cells is 212, and our formula said find the sum, so find the total of all of these numbers together. Okay, so now they say copy the function in cell 2 down to the column to cell F. You do this by moving the cursor to cell 2 containing the formula. Now click on the bottom right hand corner of the cell and you should get a black cross shape. Hold the left mouse button down. You can read through all of that. All you have to do is you click on the cell that you want to replicate. Do you remember when we did with Monday that you just click down there, then it makes all the days of the week? Now this is the same idea. It's called relative copying. So you just copy this down, and what that does, you can see that this selects this row over here. Now since we're going to the row beneath it, we're going to see it's B3, so row 3, row 4, row 5, row 6. So you can see the number actually goes down, so it's relative to the position where it is at. So it selects all the numbers that are the same position as in the original formula. So it's really nice. So now we have the total of all of these numbers. Okay, and then they say copy the function in cell B9 relatively across the row until CF9. So copy the function in CB9, so B9. Oh, I think we also have to enter the function into C. Okay, so now instead of saying equals sum and then open the bracket and manually typing in B2, the cool thing that you can do is as soon as you're ready to type in the number, click on your mouse and drag all of the numbers that you want in there. It puts it in there automatically. And you just close the bracket. And there's the sum of these numbers. Just make sure 1335, 1335. Now the exact same thing we're going to do to replicate this across that side. And then that means there's not enough space to show the number. So just double click on this if you see those hashtags over there. And then they say we should do it until F9, so we should also replicate it this side. So let's see if the sum of all of this equals 5484, 5481, and then it's also the same as the sum of this, 5481, then we have that this is correct. So copying down this formula, so just going down back a bit, so that was for number 3. So we have the formula over here, so you're going to say print screen. So for number 3, you get the idea. So I want you to do that for every single number. So we've done this, we've done this. Try to keep them the same size if you can. If you want to make them exactly the same size, you can get that measurement over there and you can just paste that for all of them. So you can see all of their widths will be the same. So it looks more professional if it's the same size type of thing. And then for number 4, let's see what we had to do at number 4. Enter the function into cell B9. Okay, so we have to enter the function sum. Okay, don't press enter yet. So you get the idea. So you just follow all of the instructions and just make sure you have all of them there. I think it's 1975. Okay, cool. Now it's the same size. I guess since this is doing that, we don't want that little break there. So what you will press on your keyboard is Control and Enter. Okay, so that's what you're going to press for that. So we put it there. So we click there, Control and Enter. So what that does, it makes a page break. So this is always going to start on the next page. If you just pressed enter, then you might just make it go down, but the thing is, as soon as you're going to print it, it's not going to look professional anymore. And then for 5, copy the function relatively across the row. Okay, so relatively means after you press enter here, you copy it relatively until there. And then you see the hashtags. Just make sure that the column widths are good. And since we've copied it relatively until there, we say print screen, crop, put that in. Okay, and we go to number 6. You are now going to display the formula used rather than values where there are calculations. So basically we don't want to see the numbers anymore, we want to see the formulas. So we need to click on formulas, and then over here show formulas. Okay, now this is all part of number 6 instructions. So if you click on show formulas, you can see that I can see all of your formulas. So in an exam, you won't have to, for every single step, necessarily show like we've done here, because they will just say show your evidence for your Excel sheet. So it should look like this, and we take a screenshot, and this was for number 6. Crop, and you see the formulas over there. There we go. So now I can see all the formulas. 7, I will probably have to have a page break over there. And for number 7, click on show formulas again, and the spreadsheet will return to showing the values. Okay, so if you click on formulas and you show formulas again, it shows us the values over again. It shows the values again. So you print screen just to show that you have done those instructions, and you finish off by cropping. Just make sure that it is 9.75. Okay, and then for number 8, save the spreadsheet using the file name product_sales. File, save as, browse, product_sales. Okay, so I go to documents, students, Jean-Claude, and then product sales, and I take a screenshot of this just to show that I am renaming it. Okay, so product sales, it's there, and I'm showing that I know where to save it as well. And that is all of the instructions. So now I want you to take all of this information, say file, print, Microsoft print to PDF. So it will print all of this as a PDF, and you'll have to rename it as relative copying formula. As you can see, I will not be the one naming our child because I'm not very good with naming things. Relative copying formula Excel. Let's call it that. Relative copying formula Excel. So that's what you will call yours. And you save it. And then just for in case, just see if you can open it. So now you can see, I see all of your proofs and I can mark it accordingly. So this is what we will need to rename your PDF. Name your PDF. Okay, so I hope that helps and good luck. If you just follow the instructions, you wouldn't have to watch this very long video, but it is very detailed and it will help you if you don't understand what the instructions are saying. Okay, enjoy the rest of your day.